Hello, my Fiery friends. Welcome once again to another Fiery Fun stream. I'm your host, the Infernoman, and I hope you're having your wonderful day wherever you are watching the content. So, what exactly are we going to be playing today? Well, there's only one way to find out. So, let's go ahead, let's jump into it and show you what we're playing today. All right, I'm going to get myself situated here. Here we go. And all right, there we are. Nice. Okay. So, oh, hey, Dunsplendid. Welcome again. Thanks again for joining us. As always, glad to see you here, my fiery friend. Okay, so as far as how today goes, it's actually something that kind of threw me off for a second here because the Midweek Magic event, we actually haven't played a Midweek Magic in quite a while on stream, only just because my times have been all over the place. But it looks like it worked out today because this week we actually do have a Brawl deck, and it's not exactly designed for Cascade Brawl, but I figured, you know what, let's just play it in there for a bit. So how exactly are we going to be doing it today? So we put up to a vote on both YouTube and across other socials, and it seems like everyone wanted to see, of course, both a non-budget and a budget version of the exact same deck today. So exactly what deck are we playing? Well, if you already saw from the thumbnail, we're going to be playing a 5-color Saga deck. Again, it's going to be on budget first, and then we'll be playing a little bit later on a non-budget version. So we're going to jump into the Midweek Magic event. For those who haven't seen this already, it says right here again, we're going to be doing a Cascade Brawl. So it says right here, the first time you cast a spell each turn, we get to cast another less expensive card from our library for free. And then that's going to be a nice way to hopefully just going to get a ton of Sagas out and just kind of overwhelm our opponent with the value we will have. So let's going to pull up our deck right now. So we'll start, of course, with Saga of Tom, but let's do this the traditional way we always do. So as always, we're going to talk about the deck itself, go over a brief little deck tech of it. We'll show you exactly what we're trying to do strategy-wise. We're going to play as many games as we can over the next couple hours and then kind of give a little overall feel about how well we did. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you today. It's the Saga of Tom. Tom, of course, is going to be from the Lord of the Rings set. Tom Bombadil specifically, he is a god bard. He's a legendary creature that's a 4/4, and it's all 5 colors. So, as it says right here, as long as there are 4 or more lore counters among sagas we control, Tom has hexproof and indestructible. Whenever the final ability of a saga we control resolves, we will reveal cards from the top of our library until we reveal another saga card. You put that card onto the battlefield and the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. However, we can only do this, of course, one time, because we got to keep it fair, of course. But the amount of value we can get from this is insanely high, especially considering how high the ceiling is for Tom. So let's kind of go over the stats very briefly here, and I'll try to go over as fast as I can because there's so many sagas with this deck, and we'll try to then just start doing as many games as possible. All right, so Saga of Tom here, as I mentioned, is 5 colors. Average mana curve is about 2.8, and of course that means we're going to be rocking only 11 creatures in the deck, but we have 9 instants, 10 sorceries, only 2 artifacts, because again, we want to go all in on the enchantments, because as you can see right here, we have 40 enchantments to rock. We have 30 lands, but technically that is misleading because we do have some modal lands that flip approximately 10, so we actually have, in theory, 40 lands to go with. Okay, so now that we just talked about Tom right here, again, we're going to try to keep this as quick as possible because Brawl decks do take a while, but here's how we're going to do it. Okay, so in the 1-drop slot here, Optimistic Scavenger has the Eerie ability. So anytime we do have an enchantment enter, and of course we unlock rooms, but we don't have rooms in this deck. We're just going to put counters on whatever creature we want. So it's great for pumping up whatever we need. We have a light bit of removal, Bloodchief's Thirst, and some fatal pushes here. We have Okiba Reckoner Raid here is one of our first sagas. It helps us life gain and drain, and then we can flip it into a creature where we can make our vehicles so we have Menace. We don't care about the Menace, we just, again, have it here just because it's a saga. Speaking of other cheap sagas, we have also another one that's very popular, Kumamo Faces Kakazan, does some damage, puts another counter on a creature, then it enters, flips into another creature of its own. We have long list of the Ents here, same thing, again, we're just trying to get as many sagas as much as possible out there as much. We have a little bit of ramp package here with Thirsting Roots here. We can either dig out a basic land or we can help proliferate, and proliferate in this deck is insanely strong, so we're definitely going to have a copy of that. 2-drop slot, okay, so gonna breathe in here. Okay, so starting at the top here, Era of Enlightenment here. Scrying, life gain, flips into another creature. Flicker of Fate allows us to bounce away one of our enchantments or creatures and then reset it, if you will, for another saga. Michigo's Reign of Truth, we've seen this one many times before. It gives us a bunch of pump for each of the enchantments and artifacts we control. Flips into Portrait of Michigo. Sedri's Shelter is technically one of our tap lands we can use in a pinch, but also we can use it to protect any one of our creatures. Birth of Meletis here to help us dig out a land, also making a wall, and of course gaining some life. Triumph of Gerald here, we'll put some counters on stuff, and then we can then have another one of our creatures get some buffs with some flying. Flying, first strike, and lifelink until end of turn. Gadwick's First Duel can then curse a creature, scrying, and then of course when we cast our next spell with a mana value of 3 or less, we can just copy it. Melodami's Prophecy. This one's actually kind of nice because it has 4 pieces to it because it's really great in that way. Scrying, pick out a card. We can then cast that card, draw some cards to get a peek at the top card of each player's library. Tameo here can soften up, of course, attackers here. We can discard some cards to go ahead and investigate a little bit here. Then we can utilize those clue tokens later on to do some shuffling. Modern Age for some digging of some, of course, card draw, discarding all that stuff, turns into another creature. Witch's Vanity is going to be one of our sagas that does a little bit of removal here. The food token sometimes could be helpful in a pinch, and then putting a Rickle roll on one of our creatures. Yotia declares war here. With all those random artifacts we will get, this actually will be nice to have, and it has the read ahead ability, so we can actually kind of resolve it very quickly if we have Tom out, if we just need to trigger off its ability even faster. Azusa's Many Journeys here just to help us with our land drops. Gain some life, flips into another creature. Into the North, this is actually where things are going to be a little bit creative with our deck, and you're going to see why I need Into the North in this, but it helps us just pull out a snow land. Rampant Growth here for allowing us to dig out another basic land to put onto the battlefield. Sylvan Scrying is another one of our land pieces that we can use to dig out whatever land we need. Binding of the Titans here for milling purposes and exiling, so it's pseudo graveyard hate, but of course we just want it. It's another saga. Welcome to Sweet Tooth here, another one of our sagas to create some tokens for us, and then we can put some counters on a creature to give it some pump. Gremlin Tamer here because we have so many enchantments in the deck, so this one will trigger off its Eerie ability, and then hopefully maybe we can go wide or at least use them for chump blockers with those cute little gremlins. We will try to make all of our enchantments as cheap as possible with cards like Inquisitive Glimmer here and Jukai Naturalist. We also are going to utilize Skull Snap Nuisance here as another one of our cards to help us just kind of filter through our deck with its availability. We have Fall the Imposter here just to help us again put some more counters on stuff, and then exile a creature with the greatest power among creatures our opponent controls. Sithith here, one of our few rares for the deck, but it's of course so essential for it because it's so powerful with how many cards it draws for us, so we had to put it into deck as an auto include. Swiftfoot Boots to protect one of our creatures like Sithis here, if in case we need to, just to make sure it stays on the field. Going into the 3-drop slot here, we have Scroll Shift here just to do some exiling. Again, we're doing some blinking just like Flicker of Fate, and that helps us draw a card to reset itself. Fall of Lore Conda here, just again for more spot removal. We can also gain control of all of our permanents if our opponent's trying to steal our stuff. It of course flips into another creature. Hydroelectric Specimen is mostly here for pseudo protection, but you can use it as a land in a pinch. Sink into Super, same thing. You can use it as a tempo play or a land if you need to. Bogger Trawler, same thing, another card which helps us with the graveyard hate, but also it is a land. Elspeth's Nightmare for another spot removal here, more graveyard hate, more revealing of cards and discarding key cards they may have. Book of Marizal Bull helps us just amass some orcs here, just in case we just need to get some creatures onto the field and get some pump. Sundering Eruption here, another one of the lands that we can utilize. Also, we can use it for spot removal against enemy lands. Triumph of Annex to pump up any one of our creatures. Valakut Awakening just to reset our hand, or it could be a tap land in a pinch. Balaget Recovery brings back a card from the graveyard back to our hand. Bridgework Battle here can also use as the fight mechanic. Also, it's a bit of a pseudo pump effect, but also same thing, it's a land. Return to the Wilds helps us dig out a basic land, or we can utilize it to make a token, or we can make a food token as well. Story Weave here can help us put some counters on stuff, but also we can put some counters on another saga we control just if we want to trigger off Tom a little bit faster. The Hunger Tide Rises to help us make some insect tokens, and then we can sacrifice any number of those creatures, then dig out another creature from our library or graveyard with a mana value equal to or less than, I believe. Weatherseed Treaty for some more land ramp and also creating a token and also getting some more pump. They went this way, it helps us out, again, dig out some more lands. You'll notice that, again, because we are a budget deck, we really want to focus on trying to get out as many lands as possible, as quick as possible. Forging the Tyrite Sword helps us with some pseudo ramp with treasure tokens, and also we can use it to dig out an equipment card. We don't really have any equipment with the exception of Swiftfoot Boots, so that's really the only reason we need this. Cosmic Rebirth can help us bring back one of our sagas from the graveyard to the battlefield. Satyr Enchanter here helps us just draw cards whenever we cast enchantment spells. Chromatic Lantern will help us just do some great fixing with our deck to make sure that we have the lands that we need and the colors we need to tap for. Going into the 4-drop slot here, we have Befriending of Moths here, just again for more pump, more creatures that flip from their enchantments. Witch Enchanter here is going to be our artifact and enchantment hate, and also could be a land in a pinch. The Bath Song here for some more card discarding, drawing cards and stuff like that, getting a little bit of pseudo ramp with the mana it produces on the 3rd spot. Time of Ice tops down some creatures that we don't want to deal with here and then locks them out just for a little bit while we bounce them away at the very end of the saga. Oath of the Grey Host here just helps us make some food tokens. We can then make our opponent lose some life. We can get to create a treasure token. Just basically makes tokens. The Long Reach of the Night here forces our opponent to do some sacrificing or discarding. Either way, we do benefit from that. Fail the Profane here is one of our pseudo spot removal cards. We can also use it as a land. Corvald and the Noble Thief for some pseudo ramping again with treasure tokens, and then we can exile some cards from our opponent's library, so then we can kind of steal some of their stuff, if you will. Binding of the Old Gods, one of my favorite enchantments in this deck because, again, it is spot removal for non-land permanents. Also, we can do some ramping with it and also give all of our creatures Death Touch. This is actually one of our most powerful cards here. It's going to be Yenna, Red Tooth Regent here. Let's talk about this card for just a moment. So Yenna here is going to be a 4-mana legendary elf noble. She has 4/4, and for 2 and tapping her, you can choose an enchantment we control that doesn't have the same name as another permanent we control. So basically, perfect for our deck. And then that means we have to create tokens that are copies of it, except it's not legendary. And then if the token is an aura, untap it, and then you can just scry 2. We don't have any auras in the deck. All we just want to do is just keep tapping down Yenna here just to make more copies of specific sagas that we have. If we can do this with, say, like Binding the Old Gods, man, that's basically lights out for our opponent. Oh man, this is so good. And then wrapping it up, because we're almost done here, we have a Johnny Fell the Godshire here who's going to be, again, more spot removal for us, create some tokens for us, just pump up our creatures. Tale of Tinuvel is going to help us, again, just give one of our creatures protection so long as this saga is on the battlefield. We can bring a creature card back from our graveyard to the battlefield, and up to 2 cards we control will gain lifelink for stabilization. Eldest Reborn, it's going to be helpful just to, again, force our opponent to do an edict effect by sacrificing, do some discard, bring back a creature or a planeswalker back from the graveyard to the battlefield for us. The Shattered States era helps us gain control of a creature. We can untap it and then give it haste, so we can kind of steal something away just temporarily, while we also give some pump and also flip it into another creature. Brawl and the Implicit Mazes are really, really expensive small little wrath here, but it is helpful when we need to, just to sweep away certain things we don't want to deal with. And then we can then use it to make a weird token. We can just do some discarding to exile for some pseudo card front draw. And then our final saga in the deck is going to be a 5-mana Tales of Master Seshiro here. Again, put some counters on stuff here. We flip it and becomes a Vigilance Hasty creature when we need to at the very end of the saga. Okay, now, you're probably wondering right now, Infernoman, how can we actually cast anything on a budget with 5 colors? Well, if you ask that question right now, I'm glad you did, because we're going to show you again how we managed to make this budget work. So you'll notice that the majority of the cards that I just talked about right now are pretty much all commons and uncommons. Some way, somehow, it actually does work, even though we're only rocking, I believe in this deck, I think it's only 10 rares total, which is actually an insanely low amount for a Brawl/Commander deck. So you'll notice the only ones I did put in here for these are the essentials. Yenna here is absolutely essential even on a budget. Chromatic Lantern helps us fix, so that's why we need it. Sithis here just helps us draw cards. You kind of get the idea here. So with that, the rest of it goes into the mana base. So you'll just kind of keep it as cheap as possible. We're going to be rocking Snow Plains, Snow Islands, Snow Swamps, Snow Mountain, Snow Forest. That's the reason why we are utilizing Into the North, just to make sure we can get those lands out. But to take it a step further, we are going to be rocking an entire set of dual tap lands. So it's going to be all the snow taps. And that's the reason why we have, of course, Into the North, just to then pull it out quicker. So all of them here: Glacial Floodplain, Snowflake Sinkhole, Ice Tunnel, Volatile Fjord, Sulphurous Mire, Woodland Chasm, Highland Forest, Alpine Meadow, Arctic Tree Line, Rimewood Falls are all in here. As far as ensuring we can still fix what we need, we do need a little bit of extra help to work with this. So we're going to add in a copy of the World Tree, just again for fixing purposes. Arid Archway can bounce away maybe some of those lands that we put down originally, but they're actually spells like Sing of the Super, so it's actually really, really sweet for the deck here. We obviously have the essentials such as Command Tower here, Demolition Field. These are pretty much going to be the staples that you put in almost any commander deck out there. Now, as far as the rest of the budget is going to go into, believe it or not, fetch lands. So that's going to be the best way I figured we can manage our budget to make sure that we can fetch out what we need to while keeping the deck as cheap as possible. In paper, I believe this deck is only about 130, which is a little high for a commander deck, but hear me out. We are investing in fetch lands, and that's actually going to be really what's going to help this deck make its whole mana base actually work. Oh, Q? Densblend, you had a question? Feel free to ask. Don't worry, I'm almost done. All right, as far as those fetch lands, it's only going to be 5 fetch lands because we wanted to keep this budget still as much as possible. So we're going to be utilizing Bloodstained Mire here. We have Flooded Strand, we have Polluted Delta, Windswept Heath, and Wooded Foothills. A little bit as rounded as possible to make sure we should be able to fetch out anything we do need. And the only other utility lands that are essential for this deck specifically, we have Nesting Grounds here, so we can move counters off of certain sagas and put them onto other sagas to trigger things off a little bit easier for us, which is actually really good for this deck. And finally, Urza's Cave. If we need to pull out a specific land, it's most likely going to be just for the World Tree, just so that way we can always make sure we have the right fixing when we need it. Whew, okay. Thanks again for hanging in there, everybody. Sorry that took a little while, but we finally got that through. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into the Midweek Magic event now with our deck. And don't worry, I will talk about the slight differences we will be adding to the non-budget version once we get halfway through the stream. So there we go, everybody. let's jump in now, and let's see how well the deck does. Okay, so now we get our first match going here. Let me know again, everybody, how are you doing today? Have any of you seen the cards that were debuting today from Ether Drift? What are your thoughts right now on Ether Drift as a whole? I mean, you kind of get a little taste of it, but we're definitely going to be going all in throughout the whole week on stuff. Oh, Tom Bombadil? He's from Lord of the Rings, so he's actually a god bard, so he's kind of like a wandering character. I don't know too much of the Lord of the Rings lore on him, but I just know he is a very prolific character in Lord of the Rings himself. Obviously, he wasn't seen in the movies, but he is in the books. At least that's the best I know. So sorry, I don't really have too much info. I would actually probably have to pull out the Lord of the Rings wiki on that one. Okay, so with that, okay. This is actually a pretty good hand here. Let's keep this hand. We should be able to cast everything we need with this. Okay, so let's see. Let's do it this way here. We will play and pay 3 life. Long list of the Ents. Cascade ability goes off, but it doesn't really help us at all. So it'll just do its thing. All right. We will take note of, let's see. I think we'll put on Nymph because that'll give us Sithis next turn. Okay. Show me what you got, opponents. Den of the Bugbear. Is Ragavan coming down now? Yes, it is. Disgusting, by the way. Okay. Is your opponent going to get a free spell out? Yep. Mox Amber. That's okay. Again, this is just midweek Magic, so it's not like I care too much about, like, anything specifically here. Let's see. It's just a Nymph thing. Okay, so in other words, I guess it doesn't really matter what we name, so we'll just name, I guess, God. Plains. And then we cast. Cascade. Okay, well, see, the Cascade ability does go off here. Kumamo. Ping our opponent for 1. Sithis comes down. Okay, so we'll see how this does with our game plan. Obviously, this deck is not designed for the Cascade Brawl, but we're going to see how well it does. Okay, with that, no blocks. Opponent's going to steal something, which is going to be annoying, but it's fine. They got Time of Ice, but they can't really do anything with it yet. Well, actually, they can if they really, really want to, but we don't really care about our creature getting tapped. We just want to make sure it's on the field still. Okay, opponent, what do you got? Alright. Torbrand. That's actually not a good card for us to deal with. He's going to be a little scary. Okay. Opponent is slowly going off and building up their board. We will try to find a way around this, though. Okay, so I guess it doesn't really matter what we pick because we're not casting anything yet. Snow-covered swamp. Okiba. Gain some life. The Cascade thing goes off. We don't really get anything from it, not until we get to our more stronger stuff. Okay. Life gain and drain. No attacks. Alright, so we need to get out our cards on time, but definitely, we'll see how this goes. Opponents. Take your time, opponents. Anytime. Okay. Gotta land. Goblin Chain Whirler. Ooh. That means Sithis is gonna go bye-bye right now. Alright. Okay. Might be losing this first one, but that's okay. We'll try to get around it still. Opponents. Take your time, opponents. It's not like I got all day. Okay. Oh, that hurt. Ouch. Okay. Opponents. Fury. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I guess that means that's it for us. So, yeah, we got wrecked there pretty hard. Alright. So this one, I don't think we're gonna win this one. Yeah. They took Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Ouch. Doesn't really matter what we get now because we can't cast anything. Yeah, we lost this one. Well, the Cascade ability is not in our favor, of course. It's okay, though. It's okay. I mean, to begin, you gotta be honest, Densplin. Our deck is not designed for Cascade. I just wanted to just do the event because coincidentally we had a Brawl deck ready to go. So that's the reason why I'm kind of doing the event right now. If we can't get through the event over the next couple of matches, I'll just kind of abandon the event and I'll kind of just choose some regular Brawl. So we'll do it that way. That's fine. Okay, let's just give it at least another... Oh, jeez, another Bragavon deck? Come on, really? This is not going to be fun. Okay, let's do it this way. We'll just do like 1 or 2 more. And if it's really going to be just Ragavan matches, then I'm going to get out of this. So let's give it 1 more. Just 1 more. And we'll see what happens. Okay, Ragavan coming down. So if they built their... Okay, so they got Mishra's Bauble. Okay. Monkey's out. They get a peek at us. Okay. Polluted Delta. Alright, opponent. Show me what you got. They're going to be swinging at us. Alright. Take the damage. They steal a card, Melodelmy's Prophecy. Oh. We could have used that. Oof. Okay, they will do their Cascade. Okay, they got to play with fire. Hit us for 1. Okay, they scry. Okay. Polluted Delta. Okay, so we will dig out I guess, a Glacial Floodplain. Okay, Urza's Cave. Let's see. Let us put down Nesting Grounds. Okay, well, we can't really play anything yet. Okay. Opponents, show what you got. Say choose a card name. Alright. Glorybringer. Okay. Well, I guess we know what's coming out next turn. Yikes. I'm gonna keep stealing our stuff. Earthshaker, Kenra. Okay. Pyrexia Dragon Engine. Sylvan Scrying. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is going to work out, but we'll try. So we'll get the Snow-Covered Plains. Inquisitive Glimmer. So that means that most likely we'll hit Thirsting Roots. That's cute. Allows us to search for a basic land. And then we will get out Snow-Covered Swamp. Okay. Technically, it does make our things cheaper. Okay. Here comes the Glorybringer. Alright. Well, alright. Yeah. Not feeling this. Our deck is definitely not designed for this format. I mean, technically it is, but it's just not in our favor, the way that our deck is designed. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna just can it now. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go into regular brawls because our deck is just not designed for this. So, give me a second here, everybody. We'll jump into regular. And we'll just do our regular Saga Tom. Alright. Okay. Okay, so, starting fresh over here. We have... Okay. This looks pretty good. Let's keep this. So the way we can do this is Windswept Heath can get us out our green source into the north. Will then help us, of course, do some ramping. We should be able to get all Elspeth, Nightmare, and Scroll Shift. Yeah. Okay. This feels a little bit better. Our opponent is playing Hilda, though. So that's kind of cute. But if they have a bunch of stuff that they want to tap, we won't have that many creatures within the tap, so we'll see how this goes. All right. All right, opponent. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Oh, hey, Cookie. Thanks for joining us today. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. You just caught us right now. We just got out of the midweek Magic event. Cascade Brawl is not designed for our deck, so we're just going to go into regular Brawl and see how well our 5-color Saga does. So with that, Windswept Heath, and we'll pass. Okay, opponents. But yeah, so for those of you who are joining us, as always, the question I do want to ask you is, how is everyone feeling so far about Ether Drift? Has anybody actually seen the cards yet? I did post them, of course, on the Discord. If you haven't already done so, check that out. I'll try to see if I can put up more links for some of the other cards so some of you can see what's coming. I'll definitely say that new equipment Planeswalker card is actually pretty cool. I do want a copy of that if I can get my hands on one. But I don't know still. I guess I got to see more of the vehicles we're going to be getting, but we got some very powerful vehicles that are going to be coming soon. On the other hand, however, our opponent here is, I don't know where they're at. Not sure. Opponent, are you there? Hello? Okay, hold the Storm Giant. Okay, our opponent is there. Okay, that's good. Okay, Windswept Teeth. Oh, start your engine's a new mechanic. I'll explain that in a bit. Let me, hold on a second. Arctic Tree Line. Finding Elite Odds will be good for later. So here's how we do this. Into the north. So we will pull out now... Let's get Ice Tunnel. There we go. Okay, so our fixing is going well. Start your engines is a new mechanic where I guess it goes with the max speed ability. So what happens is when a card comes in, you need to wait a couple turns for it to get full power, and then your card, like a creature card, will do something bonus on top of it. But it takes a couple turns for it to actually trigger off. So think of start your engines as kind of like when you're driving a car and you're going in first gear, and it takes you a couple spots before you actually get up to the max level. I think that's the best way to describe it. Don't worry. I will try to do a short on that later this week just to kind of make sure like no one's confused about what the heck is that mechanic trying to do. Meanwhile, here, our opponent... Okay. Still not sure where our opponent's at. They're kind of here, sort of, but tumbleweeds are moving. Yeah, think of it kind of like Suspend, except with Suspend... you put those cards in exile, whereas start your engines, the card's already on the field. I guess kind of like the impending ability. So the card's already there, and you're just waiting for it to do things. That's mostly how I guess I would describe it. Okay. So let's see. How do we do this here? I guess we'll put an Era of Enlightenment. So we could scry 2. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we got some lands here. Okay. How do we do this here? I guess we'll put this back, because the Flooded Strand's going to shuffle it no matter what. Oh, our opponent was not there. Okay. Yay? We didn't really get to play there, but okay. I guess we'll just move on to the next one. So, free win for us. Yay, I guess. Alright, stock the pantry. That's cute. Okay, hopefully this one will actually get a real match, because I really do want to see how well this deck does on an ultra budget that we have. All right. Okay, so let's do this again. Show me what you got, opponent.
It's time to do.
All right. So let's see. We've got our lands. We have some good stuff here. Okay, I think this should be fine. Cookie. Dense Planet. New Chandra seems to be unique. I should consider running her in Chandra Tribal. She is definitely different from the other Chandras because she doesn't really support things like the other Chandras do, but she can be somewhat helpful. I mean, she can build up upon vehicles. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I am curious to see how well that does. Put down Highland Forest. Cookie. Well, I hope there's ways to lower the counters faster, like in Doctor Who expansion. I really like that. Yeah, I have to look at the cards still, because it's still... I was prepping, of course, for other things today, so that's why it took me a little while to get the stream going. But I have to take time to look at to see what are we getting with these. But I am excited, because they definitely have a lot of different things that I wasn't expecting from a set like this, but hopefully that'll be good. Snow-covered forest. Swiftfoot boots coming down. Okay, so our opponent is playing Nabon. He's playing also... That's kind of cute. He's playing the actual... It's the anime version art. There was a while ago that I put together a Nabon deck, but I kind of took it apart. It was an Azorius version that had wizards, so it was just a bunch of, like, getting a bunch of triggers off with Nabon. But it looks like our opponent's going to be playing, I guess, a wizard deck with a bunch of spells. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so with that, we do need the lands, so... Gremlin Tamer. Put this on here. Protecting it. And pass. Okay, if we can get a black source here, then we can start casting Tom, and then we should be able to do our thing. Okay, Dawson to perfection. Okay. Ooh, we got the Bloodsteamer. Nice. This will help us out a lot. So until then... Get our first ability off here. Make a Gremlin. But we don't really attack yet, though. So nothing yet. Dense Planet, still better than the 7-mana Chandra. And hey, we might as well get vehicles that can work by crewing with Planeswalkers. Well, hopefully, again, we'll get something unique with that. It has been a while since I've actually done a Planeswalker-themed deck. It's been, like, Chandra's the easiest one to do, but I've been wanting to put together a Liliana one for a little while. I just don't have enough wild cards to do that, because it's so expensive. But hopefully, we'll get a chance to do that in the future. Okay. Oh, our opponent flipped a Dawson to perfection of Final Iteration. All the wizards now have flying. Ew. Well, that's actually kind of scary. We'll see if we can get around that. I don't know if we can, though, but we'll try. Okay, Prophecy takes memory. Put some counters on stuff. Do they swing? Now their creatures are... Ooh, they're flying. Not sure if we can get around that, but we'll try. Down to 2. Ooh. And then Bloodstained Admirer puts us down to 1. Oh boy. Well, I don't know if we're going to get through this, everyone, but we'll try. We shall try. Cosmic Rebirth. Pop up there. Okay, so. Is there a way around this? Is there a way around it at all? Okay, Fall of the Imposter. Counter. Make another Gremlin token. No, but we can't really do anything here. Okay. Alright, I don't think we have a way around this, because we can't bounce anything. We can waste the rest of our mana for Ball again recovery, but that doesn't help us out. Yeah, our opponent got us here. Okay, well, dang. Alright. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, we'll try again. We'll try again. Let's see. Alright, refreshing it again. We'll see how well we can do for this next one here. Alright. I'm trying to figure out what other cards that they had. I know there was an Azorius card that I kind of had an interest in. It was like a blue-white robot card. It's kind of interesting now that I think for this next year, we're not going to shy away from constructs, and we'll have some robots as now an actual creature type that we're going to be getting. So that'll be kind of cute. But I still need time to look at stuff, because I haven't had time to look at anything regarding any of the cards. But anything that you guys pull up that you like, leave them again in the Discord. I would like to see like what we can start brewing for upcoming sets in February. I got a lot of hopefully fun ideas that hopefully we should be able to put together. All right, so here we're gonna have to mulligan this. Okay, okay. I think this should be good. We have some removal. We got our stuff here. All right, we will put down Arctic Tree Line and pass. Okay, opponent is playing a room deck. Okay, so it's enchantments versus enchantments. What's better, everybody? It's gonna be either rooms or sagas. Let's see which one's better. Okay, we will play snow-covered plains into the north. We will pull out. What do we pull out here? Which land? Let's see. I think we'll pull out Sulphurous Mire. All right. Okay, opponents. What do we got? Terramorphic Expanse. All right. Looks like they're doing the ramp too. Didn't split it. Getting my 2 rare wild cards to get a full set of Annex. Thinking about making a Dimir Rooms. Okay. Well, that definitely sounds... That sounds like it'll be pretty powerful. I know black is already pretty solid for rooms, but hopefully you'll find the next thing that you need. I mean, I'll tell you right now, if you need to save up some stuff, consider, and I know I usually am not a person that does this, but consider maybe doing a couple of drafts if you have any draft tokens. That might help you out. Okay. So our opponent is now getting out their ramp. Nowhere to run. Okay. Annoying. But it's not a big deal for us. We don't care if our token dies. Windswept Heath. We'll crack that now. And let's see. We need a blue source. So let's see. Let's get out... Got Rimewood Falls. Alright. Swiftfoot Boots will be nice for later. Let's play... I think we'll play out Long Reach of the Night. Okay, force our opponent to do some discard. Nice. Okay, so Tom is almost ready to go. I need at least... Ooh, they got the central elevator. Okay, well, our opponent's definitely going to try to start speeding this up. Well, we'll try our best to get around it. Okay. Smoky Lounge. And coming in. They're definitely going to get some good ramp here. We don't have any artifacts, so that unfortunately doesn't do its thing. Okay, so with that, let's do this. Tamio. And Swiftfoot Boots. Okay, so if we could just get Tom down next turn, we should be good to go. Hopefully. See, Dense Splinter, I don't. I already got trauma for my atrocious luck by drafting. I'll say safe opt and stick with packs. Okay. Well, whatever helps you out. Again, maybe I shouldn't be talking about it because I'm not the best at drafting, but sometimes I get a bunch of free tokens over the time I've been playing Arena, so I try to use those tokens once in a while, at least to hopefully maybe get some free gems. Nothing else, free gems are always nice to have. Okay, we're going to have to discard, so we'll discard the Fatal Push for now. Make some clues. Alright. Animus of Night's Reach. I forgot, how do we pump this up again? Number of creature cards in the defending player's graveyard. Okay, so this isn't going to be doing much because they don't have any creature cards, so that's a little awkward. But that's okay. That's fine. Wait, hold on. Can we cast it? Wait, hold on. White, green, black. Oh. Oops, we're still actually missing a separate color here. Well, that's annoying. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it this way. Corvald, the Noble Thief. Make a treasure token. And then we go from there. Pass. Okay, our opponent is getting close to the end here. And we don't really have our enchantment hate directly, but we do have technically an option if we can get to it. Sigil the Empty Throne. Alright. That's a little scary. Because now they're going to have Destiny Saga doing its thing. Underwater Tunnel. Okay. They get to surveil. Alright, they're surveilling. Okay. Is there a way out of this? We shall see here. We will shuffle in those three. Make a treasure token. Okay, Tom Bombadil coming in. Pull it a Delta. crack the polluted delta. And then we will get... I guess we'll get a black source. It's untapped, so with that... Okay. No attacks yet. But our opponent is going to almost finish getting their win con now, because they're very close. Okay, are they bringing in Marina yet? Not yet. Grand entryway? Okay. Ugh. Okay, well they unlocked this last essential piece now, so... Okay. Our only hope is we literally have to blow this up. Okay, we steal some stuff from them. Alright. Befriending the moths. I guess put it on Animus. Doesn't really matter, actually. Okay, so... Teferi's Protection doesn't help us here, though. So your Tor's Proving Ground. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually get around this. We could try right now by with a clue. Draw a card. Try out the Vanix. That doesn't help. Okay. Yeah, didn't get there. Swiftfoot Boots on here to protect it, but it doesn't really matter because they already won. Because they got the Promising Stairs, win. Okay, well, that's fine, everybody. Dang. Lost. Okay. It's fine. It's fine, everybody. Shake it off, and again, we'll just try again. Once we get to the halfway point, as always, I will definitely jump, of course, to them on non-budget version. Hopefully, maybe that'll actually be better for us, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, opponent. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Okay, so we don't have enough lands here, so this is really awkward, but that's okay. Free mulligan. Let's give that a try. Okay. We got a fetch land, so that's good. We have a snow-covered mountain. I guess that's fine. We can make that work. Because also we have to get the hydroelectric specimen. We have an Era of Enlightenment. Pass. It's okay, Cookie. Don't worry. I still believe in this deck. Even at budget level, you have to admit, we've been doing a pretty good job of fetching out the lands we need. Even though we are completely budget, those 5 fetch lands that I added here, in paper I know they're about $10 each right now, so it's a little pricey, but it actually doesn't do too bad actually for all things considered. All right, we'll put an Arctic Tree Line. And then we will play the Laboratory, pay 3 life. We'll play Gremlin Tamer. Yep, time to read with sagas. We have a lot of them to cast. Hopefully, we should be able to then do our thing here. Okay, opponent. They're playing Tezzeret. Are they going to be playing a bunch of enchantments, though? That's the question. Okay, so with that, how do we do this here? Philodomi's Prophecy. Make a Gremlin. We scry to... Okay. That's actually not too shabby of a hit here. Okay. I think I have a plan. Assuming our opponent doesn't do anything too wild here, we should be able to then get everything out we need. Hopefully. Hopefully. Whip of Erebus. Ooh. That's interesting. Okay, so we will play... Let's see. Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll do it with Rampant Growth. Actually, no. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Let's see. Instead, let's play... Okay. I think I'll put the... I think the Era of Enlightenment is probably going to be the best option here. Okay, so what that means is we'll play Swiftfoot Boots. Put it on the Gremlin Tamer to protect her. Swing here, down to 20. Okay, so this means when Era of Enlightenment comes in, we'll be able to draw 2 cards. Not too bad. All right, Rogue's Passage. What are you planning, opponent? Oh, okay. Ghost Crawler. Interesting. Okay, so with that, Era of Enlightenment. Draw 2. Nice, we get some more lands. Make another Gremlin token. Michiko's Rain of Truth will be nice for later, so I think we'll keep this as is. Ice Tunnel. And we pass. Okay, so little by little, as you can see, despite how the deck works, it's still not too shabby. I mean, considering what we're working with here. Dimir Control. Be ready for counterspells galore. Oh, that sounds absolutely delightful. But I know that's what you're into. I know you do like that. Hopefully, again, it'll work out. But let me know. I'd like to see what it turns out to be. Okay, we gain 2 life. Look at the top prior. Okay, so let's see. They got a Mithril Coat coming. All right, so let's see. How do we do this here? 3 life. Okay, so with that, Michiko's Rain of Truth. Make another Gremlin. Pump it up to 5. Triumph of Annex. Make another Gremlin. 6/5. No attacks yet. Okay, we need at least this bridge work, battle work, and I think we should be fine to get around things. I know that our opponent here is Mithril Coat, so they're going to try to protect things once that comes into play. But we do have a plan here. I just need at least 1 more land setup, where I can also put Swiftfoot Boots on Tom, at least until he's protected. Actually, maybe I could put him down now. Now I think about it. We'll see. Okay, Tezzeret. They zap us for 4. Ouch. Yikes. Okay, Component, what do you got? Show me. You've got 2 open. Okay, there we go. Phyrexia Metamorph. Ew. Okay. Okay. Pump. Pump. Exile the Saga. Does trigger off Gremlin Tamer again. Got an 8/6 here. Okay. So. Wait, hold on. Pay 3 life again. Tom coming in. At this point, we're going to hit the Gremlin Tamer. I'm sorry, Gremlin Tamer is going to go after Tezzeret. Will they let it die or will they block? Okay, they are going to block. Okay. Normally, I wouldn't want to do it this way, but we have enough Gremlins out where this shouldn't be too bad. Okay. One Psychosis Crawler is gone. We'll put this on Tom, just in case. So in case if we do end up getting to a point where we might have to make the adjustment here, we'll see. Come on, opponents. See, that +2 is actually really, really gnarly, I will say. Okay, so how much can they drain us to? So they got 1, 2, 3 artifacts. That would be 4 if that comes in. Wait, did I count that right? Oh, 5. Scene of the Crime. That's right, that's an artifact. Helm of the Host. Ugh. That's going to get out of control very quickly. But hopefully we might have a shot? Maybe? Opponents? Alright. They hit us. Drain us for 5. They go up to 5.
This is just the beginning.
Do you swing, opponents? Do you add anything? They can't equip yet. Let's see. What are they going to do? Helm of the Host. Does not do anything yet. But once that adds on, we are going to be in trouble. Okay, we will... Hand of Enlightenment. Okay. It resolves. Tom does go off. Give me a good hit. Okay. We will put this... Hand of Enlightenment. Okay, so with that... Sithis... Valakut Awakening. Actually, hold on. Well... Okay, let's try this. Valakut Awakening. We'll throw away a couple of things and we'll try to draw into something else. Draw 3. Okay. Demolition Field. Okay, so... Take out Tezzeret. That's what we got to do first. Will our opponent block? They do. Opponent. Hit 5. Okay, so Tezzeret is down. Phew. Too close for a bit. Pass. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll see. We shall see. Still not feeling too good about this match here. Not sure. Can we get around this? Is there any way around this? Are we going to lose here? Burnished Heart. Forsaken Monument goes off. We have Corvold, and we do have Sweet Tooth, so we have ways of gaining some life in a bit. Hopefully that might be enough. Hopefully. I doubt our opponent's going to swing, though, because that means Psychosis Crawler will not survive. At least Tezzeret now being off the field means it's really expensive, so that does help us out for a bit. Okay, so... I guess we'll put it on... Wait, hold on. Oh, there we go. Phew, okay. I think we're good now. Opponent? Nice. Okay, much better. Wow, I almost fumbled that one again. Okay, we're good, though. We're good. So that does resolve. Make another token. Yeah, there we go. The deck's finally doing stuff. See? It does do stuff. Burnished Heart. Do you do anything with opponent? Yes? No? Maybe? Come on. Oh, it's 2 a.m. for you? Okay, I'm going to take a sleep. Have a good day, sir. Okay, well, thanks for hanging in there, Dan Splendid. I know for you it's a little late, but I do appreciate you being there for me a little bit today, everybody. So, have a good night, Dan Splendid. Everyone have a good night. Say good night to him. We'll see you again, hopefully maybe later in the week, before maybe I take off on my trip. Have a good night. Get some rest, good sir. We'll definitely talk about Ether Drift later this week. Okay. So we got the World Tree, which is great. Beautiful. Love this. So this means now all of our mana is fixed perfectly. So we should be good to go here. Optimistic Scavenger. So we should, in theory, now be able to go off here. Corvold and Noble Thief. Draw a card. Gain some life. Nice. We're stabilizing. Okay, so we will also put some pump up. Make a treasure token. We'll play Welcome to Sweet Tooth. It's doing it, everybody. We're going to gain life back here. We're going to make it back. We're going to make it. Let's see. Put it on Hand of Enlightenment. Okay, so... Actually, no attacks yet. Wow. we have 4 enchantments on the field. Just sagas going off for days, everybody. So this actually is not too shabby right now. It's just going to take us a while. While our opponent is slowly ramping up. Ugh. But we are getting some life back, so we're not dead. Tezzeret coming down. Okay. Solemn. So Sad Robot coming in. He gets to create another land drop. Not bad from our opponent here. They are managing to hit their drops pretty well. Wait, how many is that? Tithing Blade. Ugh, is that game? Okay. I guess we lose a gremlin. Wait. Did he kill us? That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Aw, man. We lost. Dang. Sadness. Okay. It's okay. We can't be mad. Let's do one more on budgets, and then we're going to flip to the non-budget version, and we'll see how much more stronger the deck gets. I love the deck you made. I love the enchantments and sagas. Oh, well, thanks, Cookie. Appreciate that. Not going to lie. Doing a 5-color deck for me is definitely challenging, especially on a budget. I mean, the fact that I found kind of like a pseudo way to make a budget one work in Arena did make me feel pretty good. I felt very, very proud of the fact that we kept it to a minimum. Only like 5 fetches to dig out a bunch of the dual lands tapped, but it does work. We actually are able to cast Tom, not consistently, but we do manage to pull out what we need. So it's not too clunky. I mean, it is clunky, but it's not too bad, actually. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. I will have to remind myself also the reason why we're playing around with this is I still want to build in my own paper, and I'm going to probably make a Patreon video for this one, but I'm going to actually put out there some more personal exclusive content where I can put out there like my personal decks that I will have that take the time to kind of show off to everybody. So I'll definitely be doing that coming up in the future, which does lead me to a thing I'm going to remind everyone. If you do want to support me and you do want to show some love, again, we do have a Patreon for as little as only $3 a month. You can also see some of the exclusive content. Again, some bonus gameplay footage. I'll be putting out there at least some more stuff that entices people to check me out. So I'll put out there my own personal decks, stuff that I'm actually working on. So I'll put some more exclusive content on there. I might move that also to a members only set of videos on... our opponent was not there. Well, that was kind of awkward. We'll skip that for a second. Okay. But yes, I also have that. If you don't want to, of course, support in any kind of financial way, don't worry about it, everybody. I'm happy that any of you here are liking the content. And as always, if you haven't already done so, be a true fiery friend and like, comment, and subscribe wherever you watch the content so you don't miss out on any of the gameplay, booster pack openings, deck techs, and so much more. But we will be trying to do some more unique content later on this year. I want to start doing some more kind of philosophy style and essay style of Magic stuff out there, trading card stuff in general. I'll try to start cracking open more packs of different types of things that'll make, again, exclusive content, maybe some Pokemon packs, maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe some Lorcana. I would love to do that. Maybe I can get some One Piece packs. I actually do like One Piece. It's actually a pretty awesome manga. But anyways, going back to this real quick, yes, I do want to start expanding myself a little bit more. But until then, let's just jump back into the game and show you, let's see what we're doing. All right, opponent, show me what you got.
It's time to do.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. All right, so let's see. I think Valakut Awakening tapped. Well, making budget and also good for historic is quite the challenge, really. Yeah, I'll definitely agree with you on that one. It does take me a little bit of time actually to put together budget decks, especially when they have more colors involved. But it's very satisfying when I can pull them off. It just takes a little bit of time to kind of plot it all out. Highland Forest. All right, our first enchantment. Kumamo. Taking our opponent for 1. Okay. So it looks like our opponent is playing Sargon Unbroken. So it's going to be a dragon deck. We'll see how that goes. Well, don't worry. I have ideas for dragon decks once we get to Tarkir in April. So springtime, we're going to be definitely checking out that stuff soon. I'm actually looking forward to that too. We'll play Bloodstained Mire. Sylvan Scrying. Alright, and then I guess we'll pull out... Let's see, what land do we actually want? Let's see, I guess... I guess the command tower, since it really will tap us for whatever we need. And pass here. Okay, so this means... Okay, so we got red. This will be green. This can be black. This will be whatever we need, and we have blue. So this means, I guess, command tower is white, I guess? That works. Okay, opponents. Sarkon, coming in. Alright. Make it a dragon.
Dragon. And we have a
Pretty beefy dragon, though.
This will tip the scales.
Okay, down to 20. Unfortunately, though, our opponent is playing an alchemy card, so that means they're going to get some free value for really nothing, which is annoying. But they are allowed to do it for now. Okay, crack the Bloodstained Wire. Let's see, what do we get? We want to get... I guess a sinkhole is fine. Okay, Demolition Field. Flip our Saga. Put down Command Tower. Okay, so with that... Tameo meets the Story Circle, so that slows down our opponent a little bit. No attacks yet. So, thankfully for this, it does soften them up a bit, because they will, if they attack, their creatures will be weaker. Oh, thanks again for that resubscribe. Appreciate that. Okay. So, opponent, Sarkon's Whelp. Yay. We love alchemy cards. Okay, so this means... I guess they're going to ping? That's annoying. Okay, they draw a card. They add on some mana. Okay, Draconic Disciple. Okay, they swing. But they do get softened up, so it's not going to hurt that bad. Down to 3. Okay. Cookie, I hope it helps a little to one day leave your big boy job. Well, thanks again for the support. I know you're not the most... How do I put this? I know you've told me already, like, you're not just getting a bunch of financial support and everything, but I do appreciate that. Obviously, I know I will never ask you, like, expect that from you, but thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I know, we're just messing, having fun with that. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on. What do we got here? What do we throw away? What do we throw away here? Okay, Demolition Field. And let's see here. Eldest Reborn. Let's see. I guess we'll do that one. Eldest Reborn. Opponent, what do you got? What did you throw away here? Do they lose the token? Or are they going to lose Draconic Disciple? What you got, opponent? You must choose. Okay. Well, that's all the field, so I guess that's okay for now. Okay. 3 cards in hand, opponents. What do you got? Still not in the best of spots, but we are hopefully going to try to go off here. Although it's not looking too good. Because I realize, let's see, if I count this up, ooh, they actually have quite a bit throwing at us right now. Okay, so, opponents. Okay, down to 6. Ooh, not good. Not good at all. Alright, what do we got? Also Fjord, okay. Opponent discards card. Let's see. Tuck these all back in. Opponent's got to discard a card. So, let's see. Is there any way out of this? Or am I dead? Fjord. Yenna. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's a way out of this one. It's fine. It's fine. It's Sarkon. But they have 2 flyers that unfortunately have enough power they can just swing over us. And we don't really have a way of dealing with flyers. At least, not how the way this deck is designed. Hopefully we're trying to outvalue our opponent, but just not there. Oh well. I'll let our opponent do their swing. Let's go with the big boy deck. Usually good historic decks are not budget friendly, to be honest. Yeah. Well, that's okay. It's fine. We weren't going to win that one. but that's okay. Either way, as I mentioned, we already have this design where a lot of you all voted on it, so we're definitely going to now go with the upgraded one. So briefly, I'm going to show you what exactly did we do to upgrade this deck. And don't worry, I will leave links at the very end, of course, of the stream to show you exactly what exactly are we working with here. Okay, so we're going to keep all the fetch lands, obviously. We're going to be upgrading the mana base quite a bit. So instead, we'll be using Mana Confluence now. We're going to be adding in, pretty much now, we're replacing all of the dual tapped snowlands into all the shock lands. So this will make sure our mana base is a lot faster now. We actually don't have to make them untapped if we don't need them to. So this is going to be great for us to just get in everything we need. We'll then just convert back over to regular basics. I didn't want to go too low on basics because I still want to make sure we have enough just in case if we do need to do some pseudo ramping. So that's why they're in there. As far as upgrading the sagas, I won't go over every one in detail, but the ones we can mention, okay? So we have, of course, now the World Spell. We have Kiora now, beats the Sea God. We have Elspeth Conquers Us. We have a lot more powerful spot removal for the deck overall. Showdown of the Skalds. We have Supreme Verdict. We actually now have a Wrathen deck, which is going to be great for us. Elder Dragon War. We have, let's see, what else we have that's also upgrades here. Inventive Iteration here. We have War of the Last Alliance. We'll be adding in cards such as Hidetsu Consumes All. Let's see. Sorry, trying to go over every single one that talk about Enchantress Presence for some better card draw. We'll use, of course, Fable the Mirror Breaker. That's obviously essential for the deck. We're going to get a little bit dirty. We're going to be utilizing Rhystic Study, so that's also really good for us. Restoration of Iganjo. Search for Glory to dig out one of our sagas. And then we're going to switch out some stuff here to make sure we can get the right ramp. So we'll add in copies of Planar Genesis here. We have other cards that are going to be pumping us up here. We've removed some of the more weaker options here. We'll put in some more stronger stuff like Starfield Mystic is actually better for us. We have... you kind of get the idea here. So it's going to be a lot more of the more powerful things. We still have a lot of budget versions of stuff here, but it works with what we have. But otherwise, that's mostly going to be it. So it's just rearranging some of the sagas to the more stronger ones that we can afford now that we have a better mana base to make it work. So let's see. Is the upgraded version better for us? So let's see. Tom upgraded now. All right.
It's time to
Let's see. Can we make this work? Can a stronger version of Tom work? Well, we're about to find out. Let's see. God luck? So, I was about to say, what are you saying? Good luck or God luck? I mean, this is technically a God card, so you're not wrong about that. Okay, so let's see. Awkward, kind of. So I think we'll just mulligan once. Okay. Well. Ugh. Okay. We'll have to keep this. I mean, we aren't getting exactly what we need, but we'll try to see if we can cast stuff. Snowguard Force. Oh, Sylvan Scrying. That's good. That'll help us out. Let's see. Pay 3. Let's get out of Shockland. Or actually, well... Actually, we probably could get something even better than that. Actually, hold on one second here. Do we want the Shockland? Or maybe we want something else instead. Actually, the Command Tower. That's better. The Command Tower will fix us to what we need. Okay. Our opponent is playing Vorn Collect, so that's gross once it ramps out. But we'll see if we can get around it. Okay, Command Tower in. The Birth of Meletis. As long as we can keep hitting our land drops, this one should be a lot better for us. Get that Plains. Okay. Opponent. Okay, Corvald and the Noble Thief. Okay, that helps us out a bit too with ramping, so that's good. Make that treasure token. Alright, there we go. Nice. So, with this, we should now be able to get Tom out next turn. And we should be good to go to start getting a bunch of extra sagas pretty quick. Thankfully, also, our opponent is playing green, so that means they don't really have any strong spot removal against us. Migration Path. We're getting close to getting off things here, but we'll see if we can try to get around it. Gain some life. Okay, so with that, swamp down. Tom coming in. And we'll play Sithis, so we can now start drawing cards again. Alright, opponents. What do you got? Can you beat Tom here? Okay. Anytime now, opponents. Don't keep me waiting too long. Okay, you are there. Good. I guess they're mostly just focusing on ramp right now. Dryad. Okay. Okay, so we get to steal some cards for them. And then here comes the free value. Get a snow-covered forest. Sculptor of Winter. Thanks, opponent. Appreciate that. Let's play... Okay, we can't get rid of the Dryad just yet. But, let's see. I guess we'll swing here. Yep. The Train of Value. Hopefully we'll be able to do it quick here. Okay. So they have everything they need. But we need to get rid of that Vorinclex ASAP. And then force it back to our opponent's command zone. Because as you can see right now, they're about to do their thing. Alright. But is that enough? Okay. Opponent. Okay, so yeah, so anytime we tap, that's where it's going to get really gross for us. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. We will put away those. Oh, Witch's Enchanter. That's going to be nice. Okay, so with that. That does lock us out, unfortunately. Ugh. Don't like that, though. But we'll try to find a way around that still. Dryad's down. Or is it? Opponents? Opponent, don't tell me you actually have protection. Oh, they do have protection. Oof. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Didn't want to do it this way, but I guess we don't have a choice here. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, we can't do it for ours. Never mind. Okay. Oh, wait. Can't really move anything here. So, yeah. I guess we'll have to pass for now. Okay. So, this is going to get tricky because Vorinclex is just really good value. He makes a ton of mana. And we don't really have too many ways of unlocking our stuff. But we will try. Solemn. Okay. Yeah, Vorinclex is such an annoying card. There's not too many options that I have, except for just blowing him up. But I have to look for that card somewhere in the deck. Or at least have a Wrath. One or the other gets us out of this. Opponent swings. And swings. Okay. No attacks. Down to 13. Ugh. Okay, might as well just crack a token. Draw a card. Yes, yes, I know. Locking out my lands. Annoying. Okay, so we shuffle 3 cards in. So, shuffling 3. Okay, opponents. Thank you. Come on, Tom. Give me a good hit. Give me a good hit. That was not a good hit. Not a good hit at all. Okay. Demolition field down. Azusa's many journeys. And they do lock our lands again. But we do get to gain some life. Fable will be nice for later, but I don't know if we're going to survive that long. Play another land. Can't really attack at all. I don't know. I can't get around this value unless I actually have spot removal. That's the only unfortunate part about this. Without that spot removal, Vorinclex kind of just steamrolls us here. Because we're a little too complex just to kind of deal with this stuff. Okay. Actually, wait, hold on. Oh, I messed that up. I should have actually waited to actually just chump block with that. Never mind. Okay. So, let's see. How do we get around this? Guess block with the land. Block with the Witch Enchanter. 14 exactly? Ugh. Oh, I don't want Tom to die. Dang. Tom's going to have to die here. Okay. It's unfortunate, everybody, but that's okay. We'll find a way. Hopefully we can find a way. Opponent, what else do you have in your hand? Please don't tell me you actually have something else. Okay. Well, what happens if I exile the commander? You can have the option still to put him back into the command zone. So it doesn't matter where he gets removed. He will still technically kind of go back somewhere. Okay. We're down to 4. Let's see, Beanstalk Giants. Opponent's got all the lands in the world here. Ah, I didn't remember. That's okay. No big deal. Because honestly, I don't know if we're going to survive this right here. So, we'll gain some life. But that's not enough. Still not enough for us here. So, Fable. We get to gain some life and draw a card. But our lands keep getting locked out, so we can't do much of anything. Ugh, such an annoying commander to deal with. Okay. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. And our Scroll Shift only bounces away our stuff. It doesn't bounce away our opponents, so that's kind of also what makes it a little unfortunate for us. Okay, gain some life, make another token. But the tokens also are not strong enough to push through this. So we can sort of try to survive a turn here, but I don't... Okay. I'm just going to concede this one. I can't push through this because I don't have any removal. So, it's fine. No big deal. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Not a big deal. We'll just shake it off and we're just going to try again. Opponent had a good deck against her. And yeah, and also because they're playing mono green with a focus on ramp, it's very easy for them to ramp because they don't have any other colors they need to worry about. Our deck doesn't have that luxury because we have to find ways to kind of push through the 5 colors, which is not the easiest thing to do. But we still did pretty well for all things considered. If nothing else, we've shown that our deck still is capable of pushing out all 5 colors when we need them. So I don't take that again as like something that hurts us. Okay, so let's see here. We've got technically what we need here. Tapped. The Sylvan Scrying will help us fix what we need. Ivory Tower. What are they playing? Oh, Alendra. Okay, interesting. Okay. Command Tower. Sylvan Scrying. So again, you can see we are able to hit our stuff. It just takes time to pull it all out. Let's see. What do we want? I think we want... Let's see. What do we want? Let's get the Blood Crypt. Okay. I think that was the right one. Okay, fortunately the Tyrite Sword is not bad either. So with that, shock ourselves. This will help us make some treasure tokens we can use. Okay, so, opponents, show me what you got. Show me what you got. Cat collector. Meow meow. Supreme Verdict might be helpful for later. Okay, Pete 3 life for that. Tom coming in. We'll pay for 1 treasure. As long as our opponent doesn't have any removal, maybe we should have a shot here to start building value. Come on, deck. We can do it. We can build that value. Come on, come on. No removal. No removal. Oh, of course they have removal. Dang it. That's fine. Put him back. We'll try again later. Opponent swings. Down to 17. Long list of the Ents. So for this, we get our Swiftfoot boots at least. Alright. Play the Swiftfoot boots. We will play Cosmic Rebirth. Bringing back our Tyrite Sword. We won't get any additional value off of it, but that's fine. We just want those treasure tokens. And then hopefully for this, we can get Corval Noble Thief, and then should be able to go from there. Okay. Viscerator Insight. Interesting. Okay. So, course of action here. They have 6 cards in hand. A Lender coming down. This might be the turn I think we're probably going to have to Wrath. Make another treasure token. Now, I don't want to... Actually... Let's actually play a Noble Thief. Make another treasure token. And pass. So, at least with the treasure tokens, we should be good to go here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10 damage. Twilight Prophet. Okay, now for sure we're actually going to have the Wrath. Can't dig out anything with a Tyrite Sword, so it's okay. It did its job, though. Got 6. Wrath the board. Phew! Okay. At least we survive a little bit longer now. And then... Let's see. The Bath Song. Draw 2 cards. We'll discard a card. Let's see. Pass. Okay. Slowly but surely, we are making our progress. We just need to keep trying to keep getting value going. But thankfully now with that and Swiftfoot Boots, we should be okay. Okay. Exile. There we go. Okay. We managed to steal some of their stuff. I guess that Return to the Wilds probably can go. Okay, so let's see. Lupon Village. Tom coming in again. Please stick this time. Please? Don't blow him up, everybody. Don't blow him up. Still in a bit of a danger zone, though, because we're at 6. Come on, opponent. Just play your stuff out to do not have removal. That's all I ask. Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Okay. I think I see what they're trying to do here. So let's see. Anytime they gain life. Okay. Down to 4. Alright. Any number of cards. Okay, so Cosmic Rebirth. Corvald. Actually, I guess we've just put everything back. Reshuffle everything. Might as well. Doesn't really hurt us. Modern Age. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay, so for this, we don't need the Hallowed Fountain. Island. Okay. And then from here... What do we play, though? I don't know if there's anything we can really play that helps us out. You know, this is kind of unfortunate. We'll still keep trying. Okay. Land there. Birth of Mellitus. Dig out a Plains, our last one. Yenna. No attacks. But unfortunately, our opponent still has flyers, and we can't deal with those. Yeah. Dang. It's not been our day today. It has not been our day. Dang. Okay. It's fine, though. It's fine. Still trying to maintain positivity no matter what. Even though we have gotten quite a few losses today, it's okay. Not a big deal. Okay. Still shaking it off. We're going to still keep trying. I know we can get some wins with this deck. We definitely can. I have done it before, at least in testing, so it should be fine. So we'll keep right here. Command Tower helps us out a bit here. Put down the Valakut Awakening. All right, show me what you got, opponent.
It's time to duel.
Okay. We'll play Command Tower. Meladomi's Prophecy. Scry 2. Okay, Gremlin Tamer is not bad. Okay, that should be fine. Cookie. Hey, Infernoman, I wanted to say thank you for streaming today. This day has been very bad for me, and watching you play makes it better. Thanks. Oh. Well, again, hopefully you have a better day, or better evening. I'm sorry to hear it wasn't a bad day. It was a bad day for you. But hang in there. Try to find a way to find that positivity. At the very least, I do appreciate that you show that appreciation for me. And again, I really appreciate that you're here for me. So, thank you. But I really do hope you do have a better day. And maybe if not today, maybe tomorrow, and hopefully a better week coming up. Yes. Try to keep burning bright. That's all you can do. Okay. So, let's see. What do we play here? I think we will... Okay, let's see. I think we'll name Welcome to Sweet Tooth. So this is why. Gremlin Tamer coming in. So this way, once we play Welcome to Sweet Tooth, we'll draw some cards. Our opponent is playing Paragast, Erupting Melkite. Interesting. I haven't seen anybody play this one, so I'm not sure how this one goes. Okay, so with that, let's play the Mountain. And then we'll play Welcome to Sweet Tooth. So this helps us draw some cards, which is nice. This will be great for us. Alright, make a Gremlin. Make a Human. Okay. Do you block opponents? They do not. Okay, so with that... Flicker of Fate. We will bounce this away and bring it back so we can get some more value out of it. Nice. Make another Gremlin. Zeus's miniatures. Okay, so we'll do it this way. Let's see. Hidetsu will help us destroy some of their stuff once we get to a certain point. So we're going to hold off on that for just a little bit. Warren Power Stone. No attacks from our opponent, of course. We got a Forest. Food. Oh, num num num. Okay, what do we name here? Actually, I think should be able to pull off this right here. Okay. Okay. So, I think we should be able to name Tom here. Demolition Field. And, I think we'll swing here. If our opponent puts down a non-basic, we can then Demolition Field it away. Hopefully that should be fine. I am getting a little ahead of myself here, but we'll see if they actually put down. Okay. Chimley. Okay. We can't destroy it, but this helps us at least get out the basic that we need. So I know it's a little awkward here to do it this way, but hopefully, again, we can. This way we can get Tom out on time. So we need. Okay, we need a blue source. Actually, no, wait, no. Let's get the black source, actually. Okay. Alright, so our opponent here is going to get a little... It's going to get some value from here. But hopefully it won't be too harsh. Okay, Idol of the False Gods. Okay. They are going to do their discover. Okay, what'd they hit? Palladium Myrrh. That's not horrible, actually. That's fine. We can deal with that. Okay, our turn. Oh, well, we actually got the island anyway, so I guess that works out. So, yay. Get some pump. It's a 4/4. Put down the island. Tom comes in. Does trigger Melodomies. Nice. Alright, so we got some card draw. Great. That's what we needed. Swing with the Gremlin. Do they block? They do. Okay, Scion dies. Idol of the False Gods does get another counter, but it's okay. We'll be okay. We should be good here. Salfram Void. Okay. All we just need to do now is just start chaining off the rest of our sagas. We should be good. Hopefully we should be good here. Ulamog the Defiler. Ugh. That's a large amount lost there. Okay. But can we recover from this? Okay, we'll see here. Okay, so with that we get card draw. Okay, and then let's see. What do we throw away here? We have a ton of lands now, so we don't need those. Down the plains. This doesn't do anything for us. And then Annihilator X. I don't know if we can get around that Ulamog, though. Dang. We're just not getting a break today. And then even if with the Shedry Shelter only protects us against colored creatures, this is a colorless deck. And Swiftfoot Boots, I guess. Yeah, I don't even know what else to do here. Food token, human token. And then... yeah, that's all we can do. Well, this is just quite the predicament. I have no idea how we even get around this. I mean, we do have removal, but again, the problem is the removal is kind of hard for us to get to. I don't know if we can get to it in time, though. And also with Ulamog here, yeah. Yeah, Arena, I feel like, is conspiring against us right now. We're just not getting it today. Kozlik. Another waste. Oh yeah, conspiracy. It's all a conspiracy. That's what it is. They're out to get us today. That's what it all is. Alright, so they make another token. Wait, so if they swing... ugh. It's going to be a lot of tokens to sacrifice. Okay. I think we might be able to survive at least one hit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that was terrible. No blocks. Maybe we can build up some more tokens right now, but it's not looking good. Because they're also going to keep getting value here. Man, I thought our value was going to be pretty good, but we're just not getting the value we want. Okay, Corval Noble Thief. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay, so with that, I guess the shelter is not needed. So forest. We will Tyrite Sword. So we can still rebuild our tokens just to avoid Ulamog from doing its thing, but it's not enough. And then Kozilek here also kind of messes with us too if he uses his ability. Yeah. Come on. Really? Really? Alright. Trying again. Corvold. Okay, so we make a token. Which is Vanity. Okay, so we can still get some stuff out, but it's still just not enough. We blow up their Eldrazi spawn. But they sacrifice it anyway, so that's annoying. Yeah, there's just no way to get around this Ulamog. Not without losing a ton of stuff, so I'll just concede again. Dang. Yeah. Come on, Arena. Give me something that's a little bit more in our wheelhouse. Just one victory today. I don't think we've won at all, technically. Ugh, this is probably our worst stream so far. At least for this year. But it's fine, because sometimes that just happens. You just end up getting matches that you just are not set up for. And sometimes it does make things... It does kind of make your deck feel like it's terrible. But I don't really think that any deck is, like, terrible. It mostly just comes down to just sometimes the matchups. And unfortunately, the way Arena's done sometimes is kind of sometimes a little fair. The way they skew stuff. Again, not trying to be all conspiratorial about it, but it does feel like, based on how they weight things, that's just how it feels. At least that's how I believe. Alright. Let's try again, everyone. Let's see. We're going to try. Okay. Shaking it off. Opponent's playing Slimefoot and Squee. This is a cute card. I love this card, actually. Okay. Let's see what we got. Opponent is going to probably try to play some Reanimator shenanigans using, is it Sapperlings? And I guess Goblins, maybe? We'll see. Sacrifice Wooded Foothills. And then we're going to get out... We'll get out the Breeding Pool. Tapped. Alright, Steve Vents is not bad either. So with that, let's... Sylvan Scrying. We'll get out another land. Let's get out... Command Tower. Alright, so with that... We should have a pretty good ramp package right here. Command Tower. Return to the Wilds. Get a human on the field. And a basic land is actually good here. So let's get out Swamp. See? It works. Sort of. At the very least, again, I'm going to reiterate. We can at least get our lands fixed properly. Abysmal Harvester. Okay. Interesting. It's a 3-drop, so doesn't quite fit with our removal. But that's okay. Let's see. Gadwick's first duel. Put it on there. Makes it a 1-1. At least we'll do that. And then welcome to Sweet Tooth. Make another human. Swing. Do you block opponent? Maybe? Yes? No? I don't think they're going to block. They're going to definitely need that creature alive. Okay. So, if we can get at least one more land drop, we should be solid here. We should be able to get Tom off. Okay, another Swamp. I am curious to see what their deck is built upon if they're using Slimefoot and Squee. Fear of missing out. FOMO, if you will. Okay. Discard. Okay. So they got the Overlord. That'll be scary for later on. If we can just avoid it, we should be okay. Our opponent here is going to try to exile. Yep. So they make a token of it, which is... Wow, they actually got that off. That's totally fair. Still looking a little scary, but that's okay. We'll find a way to get around it. We will find a way. Don't worry. Okay, so let's see. How do we get around this? I mean, we have some pseudo removal, per se. Okay, Chromatic Lantern. I guess that'll be okay for later on. Make a food token. Scry 2. I guess we'll do it that way. Alright. So, let's see. Chromatic Lantern. So this now fixes at least all of our mana, so now we have everything we do need, which is nice. Opponents? You there? Okay. And then Witch's Vanity. Okay. Witch's Vanity does take out the FOMO. Opponents? Somewhere our opponent is there. There they are. Okay. Fear of missing out is gone. Maybe. Unless they sacrifice her for value. Okay. Well, that's annoying, but that's okay. Either way, the card is gone. No attacks yet. Yeah, they... Or, if not removal, they have sacrifice. Because I forget that Slimefoot Squee wants you to have cards that you want to intentionally sacrifice. So that is a thing. Buried Alive. Alright. Digging for cards, because now Abyssal Harvester is going to start reanimating. We have to get that off the field now, but unfortunately we don't have the removal. At least not yet. Man, I really want Tom on the field, but our opponent's making this really hard for us to do. Reanimates. Oh. Okay. I guess we're just going to have to deal with this. I don't think we can, though. Dang. Wow, it's just not been a day for us. Jeez. Everything we try to fight against, our opponents are just getting stuff for cheaper value than us, and they're doing it way faster. Yep, our only hope right now is a Wrath. Literally, that's our only hope right now of getting through any of this. All we had to do was just slow them down with that Abyssal Harvester, but we just didn't have the removal, unfortunately. I could block with the token. But man. Tom's definitely a hard card to use. I will say that. Okay, Fable, of course, coming in. Okay. Alright, so... There's not really anything we can do. I mean, I could still... Yeah. There's nothing I can do here. Wow. I got here pretty good. Harvester's gone, but it's too little too late. Okay. No attacks yet. So, at this point, I'm not sure what's the next option here. I mean, Kiora beats the Sea God's not bad, but it's just... I don't know. Not sure. Okay. Still thinking everything through, but I don't know if there's anything we can do here. Thinking. Eat a lot. Oh, come on, opponent. That was not necessary. Alright. Well. I guess we can use some of the food tokens to stabilize for a bit. Best thing we can do. But still not quite what we want. Okay, Slimefoot and Squee coming in. They sacrifice one of their tokens. Yeah, I'm going to concede this one too. Okay, I know, this has been the day of concessions, but man, we are just getting wrecked across the board here. We're just not getting the matchups that accentuate what this deck is capable of. I mean, even non-budget, I mean, technically, the deck is quite powerful, but our opponents right now are finding faster, more efficient, cheaper ways of cheating stuff that's usually like 7, 8, 9 mana out for like just a small price. Okay. But again, I'm not trying to not trying to have a negative thought process from this. I'm going to try to see. Can't give up just yet. We could still try to get a couple wins in, or at least one. Just give me one win, Arena. Just one win is all I want today to show you the deck is not completely a failure. Hopefully not. We'll keep this hand. All right, so we actually have removal for once, but watch, we probably may not need it. Let's see. Play it tapped. It's okay. We are gonna get it. We're gonna get that one win. We just need one win to prove that this deck is not terrible. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Millidomi's Prophecy. Scry 2. Okay, Flicker of Fate. I guess we'll put the Arid Archway back. We need colored mana right now. And then we can start going off. Our opponent might be playing Otters? That's kind of cute. Okay, we will play... Do it with the Flicker of Fate. That'll be interesting. Okay. Nothing yet. Choice of Fortunes. Opponent. Alchemy cards. Boo. Nobody... Actually, you find me someone that loves alchemy cards better than regular Magic cards. I dare you. Anybody out there. Okay, so while I'm trying to do this, question I do want to ask everybody. From what you've seen today with any of the stuff, are there any cards out there that you're looking at an Ether Drift? Is there still something you hope that will be added to from what we saw? Let me know. Okay, they went this way. Okay, planes. It's tempting right now to... Actually, you know what? We'll do this now. I am foregoing the removal, but I'm hoping that with Tom out, we should be able to then get our value back. Okay, Bria. Okay, oh, Supreme Verdict will be nice. We got that now waiting in the wings, so we should be okay. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this here? Okay. Gadwick's first duel. Okay, slow it down. And then pass. Well, then sack the clue token. Cookie, I was thinking that maybe because your commander is considered OP, that's the reason why it matches you up with tryhards. Maybe. I do know that Tom is a more high-powered commander versus some of the other ones we played. So most likely, Arena's probably trying to set us up, giving us the implication that maybe we actually are a stronger deck than we really are. But I kind of don't like how they do that. Only just because sometimes it doesn't factor in well enough how good or strong a deck actually is. And you can kind of tell it gets a little annoying after a while. Because sometimes, again, you try to play jank, and they don't set you up correctly with the right, I guess, deck, I would say. We'll draw a card here. All right. Swiftfoot Boots. Scry 2. Okay. I'm not sure how I want to do this. Okay. Just scry there. Witch's Vanity. Take out that Otter token. And then Swiftfoot Boots coming down. Okay. Well, we still have the Wrath in hand. But our opponent's going to start going off here. Oh, they have Arcane Bombardment. Wow. Okay. Well, that's something that we're going to have to deal with. But we'll try. Make a food token. Okay, so at least this time around, we can cast what we need. Okay. Make a food token. I can get another copy. Forest down. Okay, so at least we're getting a little bit of value here. Okay, island. And then I think we'll go from there. Okay. Okay. So, can we try to find a way out of this? Estrid's Advocation. I forgot what that card does. I guess we'll find out right now. Okay. It's a copy of Enchant. Oh, double Arcane Bombardment? Ew. That's really gnarly. I'm not sure if we're going to find a way around that. Alright. Arcane Bombardment doing its thing. Wow. That's a little scary.
Together.
Very scary. Eee. Yikes. I don't know. They're powering themselves up an insane amount here. Dang. Wow.
New hypothesis.
Okay, 3 cards. Wow. Okay. Hold on. We're not dead. Come on. Let me have this one. Phew. Okay, I think we might have survived this. Maybe. Wow, we got rid of that token that was a 9/9. Nice. Okay, we lived to fight for a little bit longer. Not much longer, though. Make a food token. Tom coming in. Put that on him to protect ourselves. Fading Hope. Oh, come on, opponents. Put him into our hand. Alright, fine, opponent. Alright, they storm off. Jeez.
Another. I've calculated exactly what I
And then without any enchantment removal, this is just going to get ridiculous here. Jeez. Yeah, Arcane Bombardment's an insanely powerful card. Okay. Yeah. Again, this has been the day where I've had to concede a lot of matches, and it's not that, again, I like to play this way, but it's just such, how do I put this? There's just too much time spent just watching them play solitaire, basically. That's why I'm going to do that. Okay, let's shake this off, and we'll do one more match. Win or lose. If today's just the day where we just don't go off, so be it. But we're hoping just one. Just one win is all I ask today. That's all I want. Yeah, they are really matching me up against every tough deck out there, which has been a bit unfortunate. But it's fine. I ain't going to get mad. We're going to just keep trying. I'm sure we will try. Maybe this will be the one. This will be the one. This has to be the one. Or at least I hope it will be the one. Okay. So we're playing against Lathril here, so it's going to be elves. But can we survive? Okay. Come on, Arena. Just give me some love here. That's all I ask for. Temple Garden. Tapped. Got into the forest, which is fine. Demolition Field. Sylvan Scrying. Okay, so with that, let's get out. Let's get our command tower. Okay, so we should now have everything we need currently to start doing our thing. Okay, opponent, come on. I'm not down yet. Let's do this. Cultivate. Okay. They're getting their ramp on too. This time around, I'm just going to try to ramp as much as I can. And then hopefully that should be enough. Okay, Return to the Wilds. Make a human. Let's get out. Let's get a mountain. Make a human. And then Fable the Mirror Breaker. I mean, we do have some removal here. Okay, Lathril down. That's actually not bad for us. Okay, so here's how we do this. Elspeth conquers death. There we go. Got him. Lathril off the field. So, that does buy us time now, which we need. We definitely need all the time in the world. Okay. Down to 24. Okay. Come on, deck. I just need actually either a blue or a black source, and then Tom can come down. Wow, Lathril come down again. Round 2. Ugh, we're just not getting the lands we need, though. Well, okay. I guess Fable Mirror Breaker. Alright, and then no attacks yet. Come on, deck. Don't fail me. I know we can pull out one win today. Just one more win before we finish the stream. That's all I'm asking. All right. 6 cards in hand. Opponent's got plenty of ramp, so they got everything they need. But we'll see. Not going to really get much off of that Elspeth Conqueror's Death, unfortunately. Alright, Binding of the Titans. Okay, no value from there. That's okay. Toss those. Draw some cards. Okay, so Urza's Cave. Not quite what we wanted, but Witch's Vanity helps a little bit. Okay, so I think what we can do here is we'll use Urza's Cave to pull out the land we need to fix everything. Okay, we'll pass here. We'll wait with the Goblin Shaman. At least for a little bit. Teleprobate. Wow, they actually spent a ton on that just for the token? I mean, that's fine. I was expecting them to save it for our commander, but okay. Opponents, what do you got still? Swiftfoot Boots. So they're going to put it on Lathril. Alright, well she's active, but not... That's not the worst yet. Golgari Locket. Swinging. They are. Okay. Alright, so now we get in our land. We need the specific one. It's going to be the World Tree. Okay, so now all of our lands are fixed to what we need. Alright, make a food token. Fable flips. Tom coming in. Plains. And then... Well, I think we'll have to save on the Blood Chief's Thirst here. Binding of the Titans. Mill 3. And we'll pass. Okay. So... I mean, our opponent is running out of gas. Oh, they have a Grey Pact? Ugh, that's gross. But okay. They swing. How do we do this, though? Block with Kiki, block with there. It's not what I want to do, but I need to make sure that we don't lose certain things. I would rather they lose their commander. Okay. Grave Pact does trigger, so we have to lose a creature, but thankfully it is only the token, so that's not bad. 2 cards in hand, opponent. What do you got left? Melodramy. Okay, that's a creature. That's okay. Okay. So Tom lives for a little bit longer, which is good. Okay, and then... Exile, exile. Come on, deck. Give me a good hit here. Okay. Exile a creature. Okay, well that didn't help us out now. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Alright. Open the Sweet Tooth. War of the Last Alliance. Alright, come on, deck. We're still digging stuff out here. Okay, so let's see. Sithis. We need to draw cards. Okay, will they block? Opponents. Down to 19. Okay. Well, this is still anybody's game. But we're doing a little bit better than I thought. We just can't really swing all that much as long as Grey Pact is in play. So this is going to be really annoying. But we can outgrind them if we absolutely have to. Okay, opponents. Any shenanigans out of you? No attacks? Okay. Well, that helps us out a bit. Okay, we can return back. Make a food. We're gonna dig. Get Yenna out. Nice. Saga going in. We'll put it on Sithis. Make a cat. Put a vigilance counter on Tom. Okay. Well, let's see. Lathril dead. That unfortunately triggers off Grave Pack, but we do have tokens, so that's not the worst. Okay, we're making progress. Optimistic Scavenger. Okay. Out of cards. No attacks, though, because we just want to keep generating value. That's all we want. Come on, deck. Oh, we're so close to controlling this whole matchup here. If it weren't for the Grave Pact here, I probably would be a lot more aggressive. Garrick's Uprising. All right, they got Trample. Red Tooth. Vanguard. Okay, well, now it's a top deck war. Who can do this? Okay, they sacrifice a draw too. Okay, well, that is a choice. Swamp. Thankfully, Tom is now protected, so we don't have to worry too much about him. As long as we can keep getting more and more sagas, we should be good to go here. Pump up Tom. Pump up Sithis. And I guess Tom also gets Double Strike. Kumamo. Spreading out the tokens across the board. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so with that, let's see. How do we do this here? Hold on. Nesting Grounds. Move a counter. Wait, I gotta make sure I do this correctly here. There we go. We exile that. Okay. Phew. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, draw a card again. Tom. Okay. We're getting our value. Make another one. There we go. Now this feels much better than before. Do you block, opponent? Because this is lethal. There we go. Yes, they have to block with everything. I'll take it. This does mean Grave Pack will be forced to then make us lose some creatures here, but that's not horrible for us. So, 1. 2. Okay. And I guess Yenna's going to have to go bye-bye. Didn't want to have her go bye-bye, but Sithis is more important for card draw. Alright, opponents. 10 mana for Lathril. Do you play her? Impervious Perfect. That's fine. I don't mind that. Swiftfoot Boots to protect it. And also to turn it on, so now I can start adding on elves. Throne of the God Pharaoh. Oh, I haven't seen anybody play this one in a while. Okay, interesting. Do you tap anything? Maybe? No life? Okay. Make another treasure token. Actually, make 2 treasure tokens. Come on, opponents. Being our opponents. Okay. I still think we can do this here. We can do this. World Tree. Going off. Play the first one. Digging deep here. Okay, Gremlin Tamer, I guess, is helpful. Okay, all we just need to do now is just slowly go off here. Polluted Delta. It's tempting to go off with Tom here, but we can't afford to have him make any tokens just yet. Okay, so if we could just keep getting value, I think we can find a way around this. Oh, we're so close, though. So close to going off here, finally. Can we do it? Can we pull this off finally? And also, while our opponent's doing this, of course, as always, I will make sure, of course, to try to squeeze into time just to wrap up the remainder of this and talk about the decks for those that are watching, whether now or on the replay. And don't worry, we will, of course, have that final wrap up and a little bit of a sneak peek as to what's to come in the future. Okay, good. As long as we can keep getting sagas, we should be able to then outvalue our opponent here. We're going to steal their cards. So this is great. Do you surrender yet, opponent? Come on. Okay, we'll take that. All right, I'll take those cards. There we go. There we go. Much better. Make our tokens here. So now we can afford to go around Grave Pack, which is great. All right, and then Gala Greeters. That'll come in with a counter. Okay, the tables have now turned. Oh, this is beautiful. I'll steal their Nissa too. Thank you. We'll gain some life. There we go. Underground Mortuary. Surveil. Oh. There we go. That's what we need. Okay, and I think this is now game, everybody. Finally. Wow. I can't believe it took this long for us today to actually go off here. But I think we finally did it. Oh, man. What a grind. Witch Enchanter. We destroy the Grave Pact, and then that means it's smooth sailing for the remainder of the match. You have one card opponent, but no matter what you have, the Grave Pact is gone. Yes. They make a token. But that's still not enough. Okay. Skies are now clear. We can now... Let's see. Okay, hold on. There we go. Do it this way. Llanowar Scout. There we go. Wow. It took the entire stream to get one actual win. Oh my goodness. Finally. Woo! Man. But that was actually a good game. That was actually a really good one for us. So I was really happy that that's how we ended the stream. Wow. Look at that. Such a grind, but we managed to pull it off. Oh man. I'm exhausted from that one. Okay. So also I'm looking at the clock right now and yep, it's that time of the evening, everybody. So you know what that means. We're going to be wrapping it up in a bit, but thank you again, everybody, for watching that finale with us. What an exciting way to at least end the stream. Despite all the struggles, all the frustrating parts, and all the sad blowouts, we're able to show off at least once that we got a victory here. Okay, so let's talk about this briefly real quick. So, whichever version you want to talk about of Tom and 5-color saga decks, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? To be honest, I think, if I was to be honest with you, I like what the deck does, but the problem, I don't think, is actually with how we played it. We got some really awkward matchups, some really gnarly blowouts, but I think the deck is still pretty good for what it is. Even the budget one here is actually not too shabby, all things considered, only just because you saw one of the things I was focused on mostly with this deck is I wanted to make sure, budget or non-budget, the deck can fetch out every land we need to in order to make sure we can cast Tom in order to pull off what our shenanigans were. And that was, I think, one of the goals today I think we accomplished pretty well. The deck is capable of getting out all 5 colors of mana fairly reasonably on time. So I think that was an accomplishment today. And even if you want to play this again, budget or non-budget, it does work. I think this deck would actually work better in real Commander. I'm talking about actual paper with on a table. I don't think Tom does very well, in my opinion, in 1v1. Only just because he's designed definitely for multiplayer. He's not designed for one-on-one, and I learned that today because you kind of saw we can generate value, we can definitely grind, but it's a much better commander when you're actually at a table with actual people in paper. So at least that's my take on it. And by putting it on paper, you have a lot more better options for support pieces beyond Arena. You can play this in Arena like you saw today, but again, I'm going to say it one more time. Tom is definitely meant for multiplayer. Again, that's my takeaway for today. Deck is capable of doing stuff, but Arena did not really allow us to really showcase how well the deck can shine when given the chance. So at least that's how I believe it. But as always, thankfully today we did manage to pull up both a budget and non-budget version. So if you like either one, whether you do want to play it here in Arena or maybe you actually want to build it in paper, I'll leave those links for you in the details below. Now, to wrap this stream up, let's kind of talk about again what's coming up in just at the end of the week. So in terms of the end of the week, here's what we're going to be looking at. So we have an iManifest deck. So this is going to be great for the timeless format we're going to be building up in a bit. I might do a food one just again for some fun, maybe on the weekend. And then of course our next ultra budget deck tech is going to be basically caves. That's going to be starting up hopefully next week. FYI for everybody, I will be actually on vacation next week starting Tuesday morning. So after actually hold on one second. Hey, look at my thing here. Hold on. Oh, actually, I'll be in the air Monday. So Sunday is going to be my final day where I'll be here, and then I'm going to be out for a couple days. Do not worry. I will try to create a couple of extra videos and shorts to at least go out throughout the week. So there is still going to be content for you to enjoy. And then I'm planning on coming back to streaming. If I can squeeze in a stream, maybe Sunday, and then next Saturday. So that's what? I think the 26th and the 1st of February. We'll try to do that. At least that's the game plan for now. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. While I'm over there, though, I'll see if I can try to also keep trying to work on basically Phyrexia, one of our other 4-color decks for the future in February. And then before you know it, we'll be definitely diving into Ether Drift. Maybe we'll be doing some vehicle decks in the coming week and month. So again, that's basically what's going to be coming down the pipeline, everybody. But otherwise, I, again, am exhausted, and I have a late night shift that I need to start getting ready for, so time to get ready for that big boy job again. But thank you one more time to everybody that did stay here with me for the evening. Despite the fact that I didn't look too hot today, we at least got one win, so I'm still happy about that. But overall, as long as we're having fun with Arena and matching in general, that's what matters. So one more time, for those of you that are still here with us, I know Cookie, as always, you're a true fiery friend and an awesome person to be here. Love your positivity. Appreciate you hanging in there. I know, obviously, he's not here anymore. Densplanet, I know, give a shout out to you. Thanks again for hanging in there in the early part, but I know you're sleeping right now, so hopefully, again, you're resting well. Those of you that have been watching me over on Instagram, so Terra Paso, MTG, and Spirit Wolf Gamer, thanks again for hanging in there. Even if you're not chatting with me, I still appreciate you guys having your eyes on the stream. So thanks again for being here, everybody. And wherever you watch the content, whether it's on X, YouTube, Instagram, where else are we at? Kick. I know there's one or two of you that kind of popped in on Kick, so thanks again for those of you that were kind of lurking there. Appreciate you. Anywhere you're watching the content, I am happy for that. But otherwise, have a wonderful week. Have a good evening, everybody, wherever you're at. Again, we're going to be talking on Discord about all the spoilers that we're getting from Ether Drift this week, so I'm at least going to be there for all of you. So that's pretty much it for today, everybody. One more time, have a wonderful week. Have a good time. Take care of everybody. And as always, just remember, no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We'll see you at the end of the week, everybody. Later.